Okay, let's see if that's working. Hello, welcome back. Lost connection to everything, and now we're back again. Hopefully, the fact that it's just running full board the whole time now would be better. I don't know. Will people actually come back? Will I be left on my own now? Who knows? Who knows? Okay, so I'm going to try and fly this thing back over there. I say fly this thing. I'm just literally going to jump it over there. Do I want to go in a series of small steps, or do I want to go pretty heavy? Let's go. Bam! I don't think that's going to work quite the way that I want it to. Unfortunately, that's a shame. Let's try and the next thing I wanted to do was to lower down the thrust on these engines. Let's bring them down to about 25. I really feel like, actually, let's go 20, that we could bring these down quite a lot. Why are they, even though they're all in symmetry with each other, you can't change one and then expect that to change all of them, which I feel like you should be able to, you know? Stream has returned. All right, thank you for letting me know, Weiss. Thank you for letting me know. Let's see if we can get a hover on. I really would like to get a hover on now, just to bring this up a bit. There will be a point, like somewhere like here. I bet we could almost get the scrap over that way. Okay, we want to go this and this. Get a little bit more thrust, but not a great deal. Just a little bit more. Bring that down again. Oh. Let's try arming this. This being the claw, of course. We have a claw in the middle here. We have a piece of scrap that we're going for. I have no idea how we're going to know if we're lined up, but we're going to try and do that. There's a target marker on my nav ball, of course. That's how we'll do it. Something like this, and then I will just extend this out. Ah, really? Really? Why did that not work? Okay, let's try and work this out. If I use my RCS to try and bring the nav ball throttle more, please. Bring the nav mark. Am I out of RCS? I'm pressing the buttons, nothing's happening. Oh no, I'm out of RCS. Okay, how do we do this better then? We tip. Oh, I've just blown it away. What? Why would this be a thing? Oh. Well, I kind of feel like we had it then, and then suddenly didn't. I am totally out of monoprop. Is there any inside this craft? It doesn't matter because we're not going to be able to grab it. Ah, what is this? What? It taunts me. It taunts me. Look at it. Look at it. I really thought we had it then. I really thought we had it. We're going to have to reload and go again. Why didn't I put more RCS on this craft? What is wrong with me? I'm sure there's a way that we could figure that out. I mean, do I send another mission? No, we're not going to send another mission. We're gonna do it with this first mission. It might require a few quick saves here and there, but that's okay. That's something we can live with. Brilliant. I'm just going to see whether we can push this back in from the other side, because I noticed that we're kind of in a different angle here. Let's swap over. Where are we trying to push it? This one. I want to... let's get the right person selected, which of course is the ship, not the person. I want the spring strength nice and hard on one side, but not so much on the other. Can we remove some symmetry? I don't know whether this is going to actually backfire on me, but we'll collapse that one. Ooh, and let's collapse it. Let's actually put that strength back up. That was going a little bit too far, but I bet we can get the right angle of lean here to be able to get us to push it up and underneath, maybe? Question mark. Is that a thing we can do? I don't know. Does that even look close? Does that even look close? That's the scrap that I'm focused on. That's a bit of a shame. Okay, go, push it. Push it. I think we got this. With so far I was about to say managing to push it in a straight line, but that instantly, the moment I even thought about it, didn't even get round to saying it, the moment I thought about it, it went wrong. As it is, we could just kind of shove it in any direction and change the... Don't do this to me. Stop. And change the landing gear as is needed, right? Roll. Come on, let's go. Hey, Mark, how you doing? It's going pretty busy, actually. It's going pretty busy. I was a little bit late, about half an hour late on doing stream today because I was figuring out the wavelength of sound by measuring how far the standing wave forms away from a microphone. That's not actually quite how, like that was just the pretense to learning how to use graphs properly, because that turns out that's all high level physics is. It's like, here's a graph, if you rearrange this equation like this, it turns out that you can get such and such off the slope, and like that's been weeks and weeks of that, just all these different experiments, and it all comes down to, and then you can set the graph up like this. Okay, let's get the right person. We are, of course, trying to get the scrap on the underside of this. What are we selecting at the moment? 10 cow. 10 cow is the one in the craft. Let's bring this down a little bit more. I wonder how far we can go before it becomes like, where's our center of mass, and at what point does that become outside of our base here and we start falling over? Whoa, I don't know. I don't think it's going to work. I just don't think this is going to work. We're going to have another attempt at crashing on top of it, right? That's probably the only way that's going to work. Yeah. Sad. Okay, F9. Let's do it. Let's do it. I'm going to enjoy a little bit of tea here. Beautiful. Love it. Okay. I would like to see how much monoprop we've got. How are we already so far out of monoprop? That's the problem. Okay, we must have quick saved it after we'd already made one attempt like this, and that's not handy. If I'm to be honest with you guys, that is not overly handy. So what I'm going to have to try and do, I guess I'm just going to kind of kamikaze at it. Do you guys feel like that might be the best way of doing it? We'll jump up in the air, then we'll figure out how I can come down straight on top of it, and then we will do that. 10%. Is that 10% all across? 10, 10, 10, 10. All right, great. How could this go wrong, hey? How could this go wrong? We're going to okay, well, the first way it's going to go wrong is 10% is not enough to really lift me off the surface of the moon and allow me to do anything. Okay, well, goodbye. Bop. I mean, I don't think this is going to work either. Retract. As fun as that would be, I don't think this is the way forwards. Can we point the other way though? If we can actually swing this round, it's not going to work because that is not going to contact that, unfortunately. Even then, how would I lift up? I don't know. You've got COVID since last stream, dude. About it. So that was 10%. 10% not good enough. Let's try 15%. Does that give me enough of a buffer? Yeah, I've completely managed. Got too far away from my microphone there. I've completely managed to avoid COVID so far. So you know, I'm gonna try and carry on the good fight there. Basically, this is just like I've got no friends, so I don't see anybody, and thus I can't catch the communicable disease if I don't communicate with people. Right? Is that a thing? I think so. I think that's the way. Right, here we go. Radio out. Is this a bit better? This is much better. This is not even a bit better. This is much better. Okay, we want to fly the other way. Of course. I mean, why would it not be the other way? Something like this. We're going to start traveling down soon, and it's going to be a problem. So we actually want to travel this way a little bit first, because that will encourage this pink marker to travel towards us, right? That's how that works. Like, actually, yes. Okay, great. We're gonna extend something like that. Okay, here goes. This is not gonna work. This is not gonna work. Something like like that. I should probably throttle up just a little bit. Not throttle down, that's bad. Is this it? Is this the money shot? I sure hope so. We've tried pretty hard for this. Does anybody know what the minimum speed is that we have to impact with? Oh! I missed it. Whatever it was, I got to not enough impact speed there, I think. Ah! This is tough. Oh, especially with it rolling around, that's even tougher. I'm not sure what we're gonna do without an enemy or the person we're rescuing. I'll remember their name eventually. What we're gonna do without them in the pod if I actually manage to stick this land. Oh look, we got it. We got through it. Oh, nearly. It's blown around by all my stuff. Oh yes, yeah, okay. Oh no. Okay. I think we're alright. The ship is massively unbalanced, but you know what? I'm gonna take it. Alright, let's go. Today we had a refreshment of imaginary numbers. Dude, I am all about the imaginary numbers. Return to things you know is easy. Yep, it's true. Once you know them, oh, it's great. Especially, like, imaginary numbers aren't actually the hardest concept in the world anyway. It's just like this different coordinate system that gives you access to minus square roots. But like as soon as you start thinking about it, less as the square roots and more as the coordinate system, the easier it gets. Of course, understanding the negative square root part is important. It's surprising how much you don't know you know. I tell you what, it's surprising how much you don't know you don't know. You think you got a handle on something, and then you go along and do it, and well, what do you know? There's stuff there that you didn't even know was part of it. Okay, is this right? Is this what we want? I think this is it. We're going home, right, guys? Is this? Let's have a look. Yeah, plant a flag on an enemy. Welcome. You were brought specifically to do so, unless we wanted 10 cow to do it as well. The reason being, big flights. The reason being, of course, is that we wanted to level them up. We need to level them up. We'll take the surface sample. Why not? Thank you. And we'll plant that flag. Blup. Hey, Matthew Bragg. When it get past Calc 2, Matthew becomes voodoo. You know what, man? It really is. It's just voodoo rubbish. I fully agree with you. What are we calling this site? I'm going to call it the scrap heap, because this is where we picked up some scrap. Maybe we'll end up like dumping some stuff here. That might actually give some validity to the name. That said, I mean, how often do we actually get to dump scrap as opposed to like crash it into planets or whatever? Which of course is something we're going to have to do at some point. Because I have a lot of scrap. I have a lot of trash on the stuff. Well called. We have younger generations here. If you could keep the language PG, that would be great. Thank you. I'd be very appreciative. Yeah, I mean, I'm both appreciated and appreciative. You know, both of them. Arrhythmia site, dude. I wish I'd waited around for a little bit longer just to get that. That would have been great. That would have been amazing. Okay, we just need to get into orbit. It doesn't really matter how we get there or which direction we're going, because going from the surface of the moon is not too hard. At some point, we'll actually have to turn the engines back up as well. Math becomes when you. Especially, and I'm just going to throw some stuff out there, especially when you start talking about rings and groups and stuff like this, and it literally becomes like all you have to do is get up to sets and start using the weird notation that nobody understands. Like I'm going to just call myself a physics major here. Yeah, I'm an astrophysicist studying for my degree, right? I I should know this stuff. Oh, I have no idea what that weird email. Well, I do know what that weird email contains, but you know, is an element of. I should probably have a look and see what our orbit's doing. I got on a maths rant. Well, maths rant. We're actually on the wrong side of the planet. Okay, that's good. That's good. Oh, I suppose. Wait, I'm gonna turn our engines back up. It was good catching the bit of scrap. It was really good catching the bit of scrap. And maybe the next thing, I'm not sure exactly what we got to do next. Let's have a look. We're getting ready for the Wooloo to Elu. I remember. The Wooloo is, of course, our first sort of surveillance satellite. That's the word I'm looking for. I'm there like spinning my hand in a circle, being like, I know this word. Satellite. We're sending it to Elu to get like a whole bunch of the first contracts opened up because we're starting to run out of money. I don't know if you guys noticed that we were running out of money. It just seems to be a thing that happens every now and then. It's why we're out here planting flags, picking up scrap. It wasn't just that we wanted to bring Paus. Gonna go with Paus, the engineer, over to the Wheeloo to Elu. Yeah, that's exactly Wheeloo to Elu. It's a great phrase. We should do things like that more. Not that I'm sure. Like where else? Like I mean, we could obviously send the fool to Jewel. I mean that's almost definitely going to have to be a must. And I'm not just talking about myself there. After we management numbers doing integrals, so I actually integral practice is something that I just need to sit down and do. Not even anything complicated. I just like integrate. I don't know, the mass over a triangle. Just to run the numbers and be comfortable with this type of stuff, things like that. Which way are we going to leave? I think we're going to leave this way, right? Something like that. Does that get us roughly where we want to be? Yeah, something like that. All right, cool. Let's use this maneuver interface over here. Oh, we can go back. Should we go back? No, we shouldn't go back. Wait, what? It's weird there. What a weird interaction or something. It's because I'm now going more upwards than out. I see what's happened. Bit weird. Oh, it's a bit weird with triangle with circles here as well. Okay, there we go. Smacking into stuff. The mess to Dres. My accent messes that up. It's like the Americans say. Now I'm gonna say it in my English accent. It's gonna be weird. Say crisscross applesauce, right? But that just doesn't work for me. As you may have just noticed, it's crisscross applesauce. That's how they say it. Isopropyl rubbing alcohol works great on getting black eyeliner out of carpet. You just have to take your time and be gentle. I mean, isopropyl is good for getting just about anything that's oil based out of anything oil based. No, off of anything that's not oil based. It's great. It's great. Okay, I think we're ready to bring her home. Do you guys think we're ready to bring her home? I think so. Is it her? I don't know. I don't think we've had an official naming ceremony for this one. Let's have a look. Rename. What have we got? Oh, Potato Barnacle. Of course. What a great name. Potato Barnacle. Talking about sayings. Yeah. Okay. I'm always about talking about local sayings. I think that's one of the best things we can say. You know what? There needs to be some sort of like powered turning of the claw. I suppose we could have put it on a pivot on a bunch. We could have taken a bunch of robotics with us. But given the fact that it does just pivot, if we free pivot that and then just kind of like I suppose, can we get this swinging to where I want it to swing to? Right. No, I don't think it's got the amount of play I want it to have in me. I just want to bring it more in line with my center of mass. Ooh, I'll take that. It's not great, but it's better than what it was. It might even be exactly the same. In the barrel. Okay, that's cool. Is that like classifying it? I suppose. Okay, well, let's go. Let's get on out of here. We've been in orbit. We've talked about some random stuff. I think it's time for us to head on back to Kerbin. Do you think it's time for us to head on back to Kerbin? I think that might be the way. Looking back at my timer here, 98 days. I mean, we've also got a whole bunch of stuff going on. We've got our Eve mission coming home. We're gonna go to Dres. We're getting to Dres. We've got the go at Gilly. That's out there, and of course we are out in the midst somewhere, bringing an asteroid home. But it's like. It's miles away. I can see it kind of has a little bit of a rhyme to it, actually. Got a little bit of a rhyme to it. Okay, let's have a look, see what we got. 36 seconds to go. We're on the dark side of the moon. I'm having a quick look around. Yeah, no, we're definitely on the dark side. I don't see a sun anywhere, which means it's radio quiet. Also, it's getting very chilly, very chilly over here. I wonder. Oh, what was that? Did you guys see that damage run satellite CMN QZHO? Wow, interesting. I guess that's one of the ones that we've gone out and repaired at some point. Oh, there it is. There's sunrise. We are blasting towards the sun. I'm all about that. All about that. And that's us leaving Monular orbit. We're bringing down our periaps on the other side of our orbit. I'm actually just going to kind of stop this somewhere about here. Let's have a look. Where are we bringing ourselves down to? Oh, we're making a hot entry. I'm not sure whether that's exactly what I want, but you know what? I'm just going to roll with it for now. Maybe we'll do one of these on the way. Oh, that's actually quite deep into the atmosphere. We almost definitely will be doing one of those on the way. Okay, let's warp out here, and we'll burn some fuel, and it will be good for us. Normally, for this sort of situation, you'd start burning retrograde because you've done a thing and you want to undo the thing. But actually, because we've now changed from one frame of reference to another, one patched conic, if we're going to be particularly precise about it, we actually want to perform a different maneuver now. And the one I'm going to perform is this one. I'm looking for a periapsis. As you can see, we're at minus 70 kilometers at the moment. A whole atmosphere into the lithosphere. Kind of hurts. So we want to bring ourselves up. I don't know, where do we want to, like 60, 70, wow, 60, 30, 9. Don't mix bleach and ammonia. Yes, yeah, add like legit. It's not just bleach and ammonia, but they're the most common ones to do stuff. Like don't mix cleaning chemicals, full stop. If it tries to kill bacteria and also makes the things clean, don't mix it with anything else. Because chances are you're going to make yourself a war gas. And that sounds great, but you ain't prepared to deal with that. There's a reason they're war gases. Okay, nice. I think that's cool. So this is heat resistant. That's fine. I'm down. Oh no, I want to be facing the other way. I'm fine with pointing this towards the hot stuff. Hopefully, I mean we're going to blow other bits up before that starts blowing up. So I'm kind of okay with that. Does it have a blazer on? It's got no ablator. Okay, well, I guess we're going to be coming down. I'm going to put big inverted propulsively. We're gonna see how we come down towards the surface here. No, I didn't want to zoom on that. Zoom on Kerbin. There we go. So according to the we're coming back out. According to the trajectory prediction, we are coming out. Okay, can we slow ourselves down like this and get ourselves captured? We can. Okay, so now we're on the. I mean, that is the dark side, but that's not quite where I want to be. I want to be over here. I wonder if we can track that. Oh man, that went quick. There's the desert. Do we land in the desert? I don't know. We could come back further around, or we could try and get ourselves into orbit here and land better. Okay, I think we're going to try and get ourselves into orbit on the other side, and then spend some time lining up with the Kerbal Space Center. Yeah, that works for me. That works for me. I can't click on that. Trajectories, hey. Trajectories. I guess I'm just going to put my solar panels away. I should really start assigning like action groups. It's not like we don't do this a lot. So wait, there we go. Right, we are packed up. We are ready to go. Let's go get hot. Are you guys hot? I'm hot. Here we go. Are we feeling good about this? Are we gonna blow up? I'm a little bit worried that we might blow up, or worried that bits on me will blow up. We're coming down at 2.7. What do you reckon, guys? Should I actually hijack this trajectory and make a burn slow and up? Something like this. That way we get and up. I mean, we're only coming down at 40, right? We can bring that up more. We could burn at 55. Hopefully. Just waste fuel instead, right? Just change the angle we're going through the atmosphere at. Look, there we go. I've already nailed the different place. Oh, I kind of don't want to land this time round, though. Let's see what happens. I think that's the ideal way. I think that's the ideal route. We definitely need to, at some point, get a pilot. Well, when these guys come home, we're going to have... Oh, thank you, Wise. I just glance over and there's quick save. I'm like, yes, I think I will take that piece of advice right there. Thank you very much. All right, yeah. I was about to say we need to get a pilot up to a high enough level that we can start pointing towards maneuver nodes rather than pointing towards, prograde, retrograde, and stuff like this. Maybe at some point. I mean, are we going to have like the probe capabilities before we actually have the pilot capabilities? Maybe. Anyway, just performing that 300 meter per second burn that I was talking about a little while ago, just to make sure that we're spending more time in the atmosphere but not quite as deep in the atmosphere. That way we should be able to skip back out. We're not skipping back out, guys. Why are we not skipping back out? I'm going to change my orientation. We're going to burn upwards just a little bit, skip back out. It'd be nice to be able to pick my landing zone rather than just like having to make do with what it gives me. You know what I'm saying? And we're gonna do that. Yeah, brilliant. Okay, so hopefully now, I mean, we're still going in pretty hot. But that'll be fine. Let's go to water mode. Grandad used to say, oh man, I have not. Esst und Trinkslogan schmeckt. Schaudrimoi. No. Ist uns Guide verreckt. Hi, I'm British. I speak things with British accents. It's what we do. We turn up, and if you don't quite understand us, we scream louder and slower. It generally tends to work. Okay, we are entering the atmosphere. Kind of burning up a little bit, but I think we're okay. I'm mostly worried about the heat that goes in through the Orion module there, the Onion module. Sorry, totally not the Orion module. We're doing all right for electricity mostly. We've got a little bit of fuel and a little bit of monoprop to spare. Well, I mean, do we have a little bit of monoprop to spare? It's a thing to ask there. It's a thing to ask. But we've got some fuel there that maybe might do something. It's getting hot. We're turning around. I didn't really want to turn around, to be honest with you. This wasn't part of the plan. Now the whole trajectory calculation is like way off. No, we're not going to have any idea where we're coming down. I mean, as long as we make it down in one piece, that's going to be fine. But I'd kind of like to make the decision about where we land. I would really like to land it on the KSC Square so we can get some more money back. Because I don't know if I mentioned this. I'm running out of money. It's a thing that we need to sort out. And that's why you should subscribe to my Patreon. 2.7 kilometers per second, coming down to 2.6. Trying desperate. Oh, we got a bit of a roll on. That was pointed backwards again. I managed to get pointed in roughly the right direction, and then we got to swing round again and try it once more. Okay, it's looking good. It's looking good. Come on, hold it together. Hold it together. I feel like, oh look, we got some scrap down there. What is this? Let's get a target. It's the Wheeloo debris. I didn't even know any of the Wheeloo debris made it home. We should go and recover that. That's cool. That's cool. Are we gonna make it back out? Is this a thing that's gonna happen? Are we actually gonna make it out? I think maybe. I mean, trajectories think so. Look, there it is. The Wheeloo debris. We can recover that. That'd be great. And you're running out of money basically on a daily basis. I mean, you know, I'm a student now. It's what happens. I've got to spend out on things like I don't know, what do students spend out on? Bottles of tequila and I don't know what else students do. I suppose pens. You know, I need to. If you want to like fund my pen habit, I've got through quite a lot during this degree, and I need to go out and buy some more. Turns out they're quite expensive. I mean, reality is often disappointing. I mean, you know, that's life. Okay, 2.4 kilometers per second. That's pretty good. That's pretty good. Where are we? We're about to come out the other side of the atmosphere. Let's speed this up. We'll try and circularize just above the atmosphere. We'll do our best. I mean, how much fuel? I've got quite a bit of fuel left, so we could even perform some pretty hefty maneuvers if we really wanted to. For instance, we could burn in and get the Apple apps down, and that's going to bring my periapps up. And that just making that little burn, 173 delta Vs, would circularize us pretty well. I mean, am I going to do that? I might just do that. This way, I'm not adding any more speed to my. That's an out. I want an in. Thanks. I'm not adding any more speed to my travel. I'm just changing my velocity. Yeah, circular motion and such forth. Okay, let's do this. Go. I'm going to assume this is close to right. Let's just wait for this to say I'm going down. There we go. That's the point. We are there. It's a little bit ahead of me. 74. Okay, now I want to know where. Oh, I don't know whether we're going to be able to do this. I want to burn up and in and try to get a landing here. It might not work. Oh, actually, we got delts, yo. We got delts. How much does it? 600. Which is lucky because we're gonna need all of them. Something like that. Then I got like 5. I got like 50 to play with. Right. That sounds fun. There. Does that work? I think that might be the burn we want. I'm gonna go with that one. Okay, let's try and find the direction we are looking at. Oh, all right, great. Of course, it's still trying to turn me around because I'm really good at the game, you know, and I totally don't leave the AI on to try and fight me all the time. No, that's why would it leave the pro grade marker on just for it to be like, nah, you can't do that. Oh no, I turned the auto strut on. Whatever will I do? I mean, I'm gonna leave that, but not something that I do very often. Okay, we're running out of power, and I noticed we were running out of power, so I'm gonna deploy some solar panels. We're gonna build up a little bit of power until we get back in. Oh, I went all the way around because I pressed the go button 3 times instead of 2. Ah! You know what, we're going to go around a few more times now. I guess we're coming down on the daylight side. Okay, whilst that gets set up, let's add a maneuver here. Shouldn't it not let me whilst we're warping? Isn't that a thing? I'm fairly sure it shouldn't let me do this whilst warping. There? I mean, I saved a lot of fuel, yo. Just at the expense of some time. Not even all that much time, to be fair. Not even all that much. No, I can't drink beer. It will be a pen fun. Pains of being the leader of the group. First labs of the semester, first 30 minutes, asked the group to open a Google Docs and write which group they wanted to be in. They just said they can't be bothered. Yeah, no, I feel that. I feel that. I feel bad sometimes for the what's called the demonstrators in our lab, because they're like year 3s and we're all a bunch of year 1s, right? And they're there just being. I don't even know why they're there, to be honest. I don't know how they've ended up with this terrible job of having to look after us. I presume they actually want to be lab techs or something in the future and getting something nice and shiny for their CV. But anyway, they're there, like all they're really supposed to be doing is explaining how the equipment works. So we're like, could you please explain the basic science behind this, because we haven't done it yet. Whereas we probably have actually done it, you know. Okay, 3, 2, 1, go. As long as it hits something close, I think we'll be good. Okay, let's have a look. Is this going to put us close enough in the water for me to be able to play around with it and land where we want to? I'm just gonna hope. I'm not gonna try and pinpoint it for now, though. I might bring it in just a little bit further. Can we? Not sure if radial out's what I want, but let's give it a go, shall we? Let's give it a go. Yeah, I'm not sure. Let's point retrograde. I'm worried about this extra decoupler that just suddenly seems to be on. Let's get rid of that. I don't feel like we need that. Okay, we've got a full tank of electric charge. Let's come in here. Ooh, around here. This guy, retract it. Do we leave one open anyway? Just like sacrifice one solar panel for the good of the electric gods. I think that might be the way that we do this. We're about to enter the atmosphere anyway, so let's do it. Let's do it hard. There are the mountains for the KSC. This. Do you guys recognize this coastline? I know this coastline very well now. The mountains also stick out quite well to me. There is the island airstrip over there. I feel like we're not going to make the place that we want to be making it to. Is that pointing north? More burn. Less up, more backwards. Okay, is that it? Is that where I want to be? Yeah, it looks like that might be where I want to be. Maybe actually a little too far because I've got parachute time, right? Okay, there's my landing spot over there. We're pointed roughly in the right direction. Okay, I'm going to retract the solar panel now. Retract that. Close. We should have closed the service bay way earlier. Like the solar panel doesn't interact with it very much, so we could have done well with not. I feel like we're pointed in the right direction. I feel like we are pointed in the right direction. Whether we are actually going to make it or not, look, we're already being pulled off of our center line. I'm worried about that. Strelitzia, welcome. It's how when people stream at 3 a.m. for you, dude. How is your 3 a.m. going? My 7 o'clock in the evening is going interestingly, as we now seem to be pointed in the wrong direction. Oh, and I pointed. And I pressed go. I didn't mean to press go. That was not a thing I meant to do there. Well, I just spent ages lining up a flight for the Kerbal Space Center. We're trying to drop off some scrap. Maybe we can fly this. Do you reckon this will fly? I hope it does somehow. We're gonna try and like turn hard. Do you reckon I should turn down? Is turning down the way? I feel like that's kind of death, but let's try it anyway. There was a quick save a little while ago. Maybe I should have quick saved sooner. No worries, Mark. You enjoy your food. I hope you enjoy it very, very much. Are we digging down? Are we getting down into the atmosphere, pulling ourselves in the right direction? I feel like we might be, actually. I feel like we might be. At some point, we're gonna have to pull the chute, but for now, orbital chase and locked. Yeah. This is how you make an entrance. Dive bombing the KFC. I should probably pop some parachutes soon. But I feel like we're doing all right. When do you reckon I need to drop the parachute? Somewhere about 1 kilometer up, right? We could turn more that way and make our way for the. All right, I gotta pop them chutes. Okay, it's not bad. It's not bad. You know what? As guided landings go, this one's not bad. Oh, am I gonna land on the? No, I'm gonna just miss the runway. That's bad. Being British, it might be satisfying to be the one doing the dive bomb. Oh, you know. We send our people out to do it all the time. It's nice to get your hands on occasionally. My landing gear didn't toggle. There we go. Beautiful. Okay, we could have done better, but we definitely could have done worse. Oh my gosh. The real question is, are the Eve crew going to come back and be this precise? You know, flying from another planet to come back in and land down nice. That'll be interesting. That'll be interesting. I class this as a pretty good landing. You know, it's not landing right on top of the launch pad. If you manage to get right on top of the launch pad, you get 100% of the money back for your craft. But right now, I think this one's going to get me 98%. Please don't blow up the... Okay, that would have been bad. This is the thing that we've picked up from the surface of the moon. Recover that vessel. Boom. All right, we rescued a Kerbal. We got ourselves a bit of scrap back from the Mun. This is good. This is good. We might need to go and try and make ourselves a little bit more money, though, because we're running out. We are running out. Let's have a look. We got 500,000. You know, that's not too bad. We got ourselves some science. Where did we get the science from? Surface sample. Okay, that's cool. I didn't even think about this. I just picked that up as a little side to do. Okay, that's good. Here's the money. We got 98% of the value back. Yes, that's what we're talking about. Out of it doesn't actually. What? How do we? 4 of them, but it's still. I think 98 might actually end up being 100% in a lot of these values. Okay, well, that's fine. That's fine. And an enemy went up a level. That's what we were doing. That's what we were doing as well. That's brilliant. That's great. Another thing I want to do... Pals has got her first research, landing on Kerbin, G-Force ribbon, Mach 3 ribbon, Kerbin orbit, Mun orbit, and Mun surface EVA. That's cool. Landed on the Mun for 10 cal, planted a flag on the Mun for an enemy. Okay, that's nice. That's nice. Let's come in here. We've got one of our guys. Where is she, pals? Let's just have a quick look through. We could have a pink-haired one. That's pretty cool. I mean, is that more of a blue? She could have the blue frosted like is it Bob? Does Bob have the blue frosting? I can't remember. Look at that. We nearly got enough science to get ourselves the next piece of hardware here. In fact, we can actually go up to some advanced aerodynamics here. At some point, I've got to figure out how to make a helicopter. That's definitely a thing that I need to do here. Do I need any? I don't know. The research terminates here. Is that a thing we need to do? I don't know. I might get the Panthers mainly on the way to the other high altitude stuff. All right, let's get one of those. That's a frivolous waste of my science. That's what I'm all about. Frivolous wastes of science. Also, whilst we're talking about frivolous wastes of science, let's go see something that might explode. There is a small possibility that this is still wobbling around and having a bad time out there. There's Weeloo. We're not looking for. Can we turn all of these off? Something like that. Okay. Cafe addiction. Okay. There could be some stuff happening here. Let's go and have a look. Last time we saw here, there were some pretty bad oscillations beginning to set up. I'm hoping that's not the case anymore. But those oscillations do make it awkward to move things around. Okay, so far so good. This has even been abandoned. Finally been abandoned. Hey Hunter, how you doing? Good to see you. Good to see you. I'm doing all right. How are you doing? We've got some 75 science in there at the moment. Should we transmit the science? Is that something that we can even do? Okay, that's something we can do. We do also have all of this data. I don't know if we can transfer this data somewhere else. We might need to send some scientists back. We do, however, also need to move all of these things off to our next space station. As soon as these have done sending, I will go and have a look at the next space station. Okay, cool. Look, it started. How did that even happen? Right, we gotta go. We gotta be gone. I've got a feeling the thing that I want is actually marked down as a ship. Yeah, the bakery. Switch to. I want to move everything to this station. The reason that I want to move everything out here is because it's just a nicer station. It's a bit. Look at this. Isn't this a great station? I love this place. Oh, it's still spinning. That's amazing. That's amazing. I say that. I'm not sure how we dock any decent sized craft to this. Are those normal sized docking ports? Are they actually? Yeah. We somehow need to set this up going backwards in the other, like rotating in the other direction, like opposing that. Right. That's definitely a thing we need to do. Yeah, I mean, like this. Look how good that would be. A lot of school, as you're in the last year of secondary school, you have holidays for a week, so that's good. That's awesome, mate. How are you? Like, what's your predictions? You got to do well. I sure hope so. The fact that you're saying you've got a lot of work means that you're putting the effort in, which probably means you got to do all right. You know, I'm gonna just pour myself a little bit of tea here. You want to listen to the weird trickle noises? There we go. Yeah. Only spit a little bit down me. That's cool. Yeah, whenever people are like, "Oh, I'm busy at school," I always want to ask like, what's their favourite subject and stuff like that. But you know, honestly, if it's not physics, I don't care. No, that's a lie. That's a lie. Of course, I care. I think this might actually be slowing the station down. I'm not sure. So these are junior docking ports. Okay, that's good. So we can't send a full-size docking adapter to this. I like the way these change as they go around. So, should we go see if there's anything we can take off of Cafe Addiction? Miss brought some new tea blends today. What'd you get? What you got? That sounds... Wow. Do I know them? Okay, do I just undock this guy? Look, it's definitely the one that's having troubles. Can I get that? Is that undock? Okay, let's switch over here. We'll stabilize this one up. Okay, we can go prograde and retrograde. We do have an awful lot of monoprop, but whether it's going to get us where we need to be, I'm going to quick save it for now, because maybe we will be coming back here. maybe we will be coming back to this point in time where we're going to actually. I mean, this is nippy. I like these little like robot only probes. They're like fly themselves around and do what they need to do. Okay, I want to know whether we can. We're just behind it. That's not great. Oh, look, it's talking through connections like that. Okay, that's kind of cool. So we're going to the bakery. Set as target. No, not Pet Rock. As much as I would love to go to the Pet Rock, let's set that as target. Can I get over there? Ooh, it's not bad. We're going to have to swing round until we find that one. Do I actually have 162? It's gonna be about 300 or 400 delta V, right? If I then also add another maneuver at the right time to circularize up, that maneuver 1, 162, maneuver 2, 268. I mean, we're gonna give it a go, aren't we? Of course we will. What else are we gonna do here? Literally all the time during the week doing school stuff. I feel confident that I'll finish alright. I'll be continuing with economics and math. Wow, when you get really rich, remember me. You know, like I'll do my best to be here and entertain you. Okay, well, time warp is complete. I'm just gonna hit forwards. Like I don't know when the burn. Like what is that burn rate there? Do I go now? Do I wait? I think I should wait a little bit. Sleepy time tea, camera, Roo boy, lemon balm, lemon. I'm gonna presume that's like a not British bee, verbena. Linden flowers, aniseed. Is that all in one? You got some hops tea. Oh yeah, that is all in one. So chamomile, Roo boy, lemon balm, some other lemon thing that I've not actually heard of before. Linden flower, I think I've heard of but never used. Anise, cinnamon. Oh wait, we're time to go. It's a lot of stuff in one tea. It sounds tasty. I agree with the Roo boy in that list. I think that's probably about it, right? Were you specifically looking for a non-caffeinated tea? It looks like maybe you were. Which obviously, ooh, look, there goes the space station. They're like, later boys, I'm out. I've been meaning to catch up with the low G science craft with one of my deorbit craft at some point. We'll probably do that next, whilst we're going around doing some of this, what I will describe as housekeeping. Let's have a look at our monopro. Oh, you know what? I might actually just be able to fly this to its new home. That's kind of crazy. Let's turn this off, see what we got here. Yeah. I'm about it. And then we dock like that. Okay, should we actually go and find out whether we can make some money, though? We're going to start jumping back and forth between missions again, because I need... The monies. The monies are a thing. So, maneuver for the power beam. Go. Yeah, alright, nice. Back to the Space Center. Almond and cherry Roo boy. Why is it they never just let... Oh, and a tummy tea. Peppermint. Pinhead gunpowder. What? Fennel seeds, chamomile, ginger, root, lemon, verbena, and marigold. Sorry, let's go back to that gunpowder. Oh, caffeine. Yeah, no, normal tea is full of caffeine. Chocked full of it. What's this one for? For Juna? No. Scout the moon for a suitable base? Find a site to build our base on. Do we want to build a moon base in? Is that a thing we want to do? I mean, maybe. It wasn't quite what I was looking for. We need a rover to drive around for 2 minutes. I mean, we could build a moon rover. That's definitely a thing I can do. New satellite in orbit at Eve. Oh, terrible. New satellite in orbit at Kerbal. No. We don't want any of those. We got some Ike stuff, Gilly stuff, Eve stuff, Juna, Drez. Drez. The Gilly 3 course. Drez, Eve, Gilly. Oh man, no, that's a bit of a thing. Minmus 6, Minmus, Mun, Gilly, Ike, Drez, Eve. I mean, again, that is quite. I mean, this one's a lot of money. Do we rescue another? I think I might just rescue another. There's 2 rescue from orbits here. That's money, but more importantly, we might get ourselves a new pilot. And getting new pilots are quite important to me. Finish construction of rover on the... After you accept this contract, you can view the rover in the tracking station, evaluate the missing parts, and plan to make it move to the target waypoint. You'll likely need to send an engineer to it. Why is this new missions here? This is cool. Hey, Super Dude, how are you doing? Maybe we'll take this as well. We'll go have a look in the... Let's go have a look. Let's go do it now. We'll go to the tracking station. Why is that? I mean, telling me not to drink copious amounts of tea or coffee. I mean, we've literally got a station called Cafe Addiction. Okay, are you in orbit? Oh, that's tourism. Okay, maybe we'll do that at some point. There should be somewhere in there. Let's turn on all my debris. Yes. Definitely need to go clean this up. So somewhere on the moon there is this. Yeah, no. That's ours. That's all right. This guy over here. How do we go and have a look? We need to make this. What's going on? We have picked up the scrap from the Mun, so I suppose that's not going on anymore. We are moving some stuff from our old station in low Kerbal orbit to our highest, our new station in high Kerbal orbit. It's not really high; it's higher Kerbal orbit. We've just found a new contract to get this up and running. I don't know what's missing from it. And we're supposed to just assess it, find out what's wrong with it, and move it to a waypoint somewhere. What's wrong with it? It's got no control, no probe control. Does it actually just not have a probe? Is that what we're being told? They've made us a craft without any robot control here. Oh, do I have the lawn chair? If I could just strap a lawn chair to here. Oh, no, this is probe control. What's wrong with you? You got no telemetry. Okay, so it is literally just it can't see. Okay, well we just need to bring this guy an aerial. I think we might even. I think we might even just fly someone up to the moon to go and just slap an aerial on it. Maybe. I really want to put a lawn chair on it. Like, that's what I really want to put on it. Let's go see if I got access. What's the actual external command seat? Looks like a lawn chair. Let's be honest. Oh, too many things done today. We've gone in and out of the flight mode too often, and now we're like struggling. Okay, so we don't have access to it here. I want to go and have a look in the research, see what we're missing. What do you think we're missing? I'm not sure exactly. It's not like here, is it? Where even would it be located? Do you reckon if I put no, external's a terrible term. Chair? Is chair a word that works here? No? How about you? There it is. External command seat. Okay, 300 points. I mean, we can do 300 points just by sending people up and doing stuff. Let's go rescue some people first. We'll think about what we're doing while we're on the rescue, right? Full of flavour green tea with very distinctive and fresh liqueur. The unusual name comes from the tightly rolled appearance of the leaf, said to resemble grains of gunpowder. Okay, I bet it doesn't. Bet it doesn't. Where is my rescue craft? We're bound to have all sorts of rescue craft here, right? Man, I got so many stuff. Orbital repair number 1. I mean, the potato barnacle did the job. Repair A. I mean, 26 grand. Let's have a look at repair A here. Okay, all right. I mean, it's not doing anything beyond going to low curve and orbit here, but that's cool. That's cool. I've got access to all my different saves that I've ever played here. Look at this. This is terrible. Unknown or unlocked parts. I don't know. It'll be the unlocked stuff, right? Yeah. Okay. Anyway, I'm not supposed to be playing with that. Stream career. Where's it gone? Is it this? No. Current game. There we go. Alright. So we're not saying the Wheeloo. We're not. I mean, the tourist traps is a obvious choice. Titus. Third sciences. No. I can't believe we don't have a rescue craft specifically for. No. Look at that. Even this is not. Well, I guess we'll build something then. Maybe even something along these lines. Look, let's do. Shall we do something crazy, guys? We're gonna get one of those. We're gonna throw one of those on the underside. I'm gonna get myself a Probidyne core, and of course, because I always forget it, let's throw in some more active stabilization here. Something that I do actually quite often forget about. I'm then going to do something like one of these. This might actually get a little bit messy. I mean, I'm kind of down for messy. Yeah, we can do this. Something like so. Like that. What's that? I don't know. I'm gonna go for it. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. We'll have 2 of these sparks, one there, one there. Okay, I kind of like it. We are in danger of dolphin driving here, where these 2 kick up and down and the inside doesn't. So let's put some strut connectors down between the different segments. I think I'd like to do it. You know what? First time, well, it's not the first time, but one of the few times I'm going to do it, auto strut to the root part, thanks. There we go. That'll stop that moving around in unnecessary ways. It's actually, for once, the best way of doing it. Crazy. All right, coupler. What can this do with it? Look at that, 2,500 delts. We're not quite done. It still needs some things on it, but I think this is a good... 2-person rescue. That's not how you do a two-person rescue. I should probably actually call it rescue 2-person, right? So when we're looking through the... No, okay. Doesn't like to copy and paste from its own text field, it turns out. Okay, so now when we are after the same craft again, we can totally just do it like this. We're gonna need some of the battery, and we're probably gonna need a communication device or 2. Will that be enough to get us around Kerbin? That's enough to get us around Kerbin. Are we going to take this to the moon? I don't think we are going to take this to the moon. I'm fairly sure this is just going to go rescue the 2 Kerbals that are in orbit around Kerbin. I didn't see them when we went out and had a look, though. I'm a little bit worried that actually what's happened is they are like super, super distant. And don't get me wrong, that would be pretty cool. I would be all about that. Let's just... No, I do want that there, but then I also want to do some crazy voodoo. Okay, like that. All right, build the fairing. Great. Can we then... Yeah. Yeah, I mean, maybe that comes out too far. Let's try that again. Let's try that again. We'll come in much tighter here. Something like that. Yeah, that looks better. Call the craft aerial. I mean, yeah. I mean, we'll call the next one aerial. That's literally gonna go. I mean, is this one gonna go? I mean, are we gonna pick up an engineer? That's the question. If we pick up an engineer, this could go to the moon. If not. We could also... Let's just bump. I was going to strap a bunch of solids under this, but I feel like we could probably actually, if we do this right, have ourselves a robo return craft in here. Wait, I've got one. In my sub-assemblies, Strato 1.2 control unit. Bam, bam, bam. So in here, if we open this up, we've got ourselves... a rechargeable battery, a probodyne, and some communication. There should actually probably be a little bit of fuel in there as well. Something like it doesn't need to be much because it just kind of needs to deorbit us. It's probably going to need to be more than this though. 1, 2 of those. That is all types of hacks. I'm about it. Let's do it. Let's go with it. Wait. Open. Wait to turn these off so we have them for later. Silver variants. I think the silver. Oh look, you can like see the actual doorway here. That's crazy. Never seen that before. Okay, and then from off the bottom of that, we go with one of these big old 2 meter tanks. Is this gonna make its way? How are we at 4,000 delts already? Wait. There's a problem here. There's a disturbance in the force. Do you guys feel it? I feel it. We need to do one of these. Coupling. Where are you? 1.6. No, sorry, 0.6. Yeah, no, that's fine. Pull that up there. Offset this down just a little bit, just so that's touching. Like that. Okay, there we go. We're back to it. There is a... So I was a little bit concerned by the way that we didn't have a decoupler below my engine here. Okay, that's much better. When the aerostream pops, I will never go. I forgot a coupling. Yes, indeed. I forgot a coupling. Good shout. What is going to get this up to orbit the most efficient way possible? Now, I always feel like a mainsail just kind of does the job, right? You know, no one's going to argue with that. But can a skipper even be lifting us? 5.7. Is there a difference? Do you reckon there's a difference? 5.4. There's like 300 delta V's there. And we're lifting with, let's pull this back up, 1.2. We'd probably want some solids on it. I mean, let's be honest, we want some solids on here anyway. I don't mind expending a couple of solids. Do I mind expending a couple of solids? No, I don't mind expending a couple of solids. It's not a fully reusable craft at that point, but I think I can live with it. Big bouncy ones, do they cost significantly more? 700, 600, 770. Turns out the cheap ones are the ones I like anyway. No. No, we're not putting the hugest of boosters on there. This is all we need, is something like these. Actually, my favourite boosters, I find these very versatile, these ones. So now we've got even more. Okay, that should be fine. Are we going to apply wait, this hasn't got any parachutes on it. Well, it's got a parachute, but it's not enough parachutes. But are we going to put enough parachutes on the other stuff? Okay, first off, I don't want an enemy coming with us. If you could not, thanks. Okay, cool. You should put a parachute on the solids, and then before you decouple them, deploy the parachutes and then decouple. Yes, indeed, we will. We had Bifflecky? I don't know. You got to try it. Taste. I mean, if you remind me, I will try it. Hey, Cubic, how you doing? Yeah, we'll try the parachute thing. Wait, where is it? It's not payloads. It's like utilities down the bottom here. Those ones there. All right, cool. And we'll actually do it. No, not that way around. Lol. Oh, that is good. That is good. Don't worry. I'm being a fool. I'm being a fool. But talking of, we want to be able to get these guys home. 3? No, 2. Okay, like that. Maybe even put it up some more. Okay, that should do it. Reconnection successful. I've got a green square, but a 0. Okay, is that better? Are we back? Hopefully that's better. I don't know. It seems a bit weird that like every hour I need to reset my internet for it to handle nicely. Yeah, Windows no. Sorry. All right, brilliant. Okay, at least the window noises fix stuff. All right, we're good. I'm not even going to sit here and build any more Jeopardy. Let's get on with it. Let's go. So I wonder whether we have enough aerials and stuff around the Mun that we can just send an engineer in a super light Mun lander to go down and land next to that. Nah, we're not. Monkey was suggesting that we have a heat shield on the second stage. We're not going anywhere far enough for heat shields to be necessary. More solar panels, though. Wait, revert. We got a problem. We've got a big problem. So yeah, as I was saying, we got enough material around the Mun that I could just send an engineer in a super light lander. One that's mainly just a lawn chair or whatever. I mean, we don't have access to the lawn chair, but you know, so something that's super light. Do I want anything other than this? I mean, that's good enough for me. Go. Should have saved it. Yeah, I think that might be a plan. Land it. I don't think we're going to need to go with this one. What I really would like to do is be able to have enough stuff that at any point we could just rip things apart, right? Okay, right. We're going blind. I don't know where our target. Ooh, let's get rid of this. Okay. I'm sure it said rescue from Kerbal in orbit. Where are they? Okay. So there's some wreckage. Says target, and there's another wreckage. Neither of which are in the right spot right now. But these look like easy approaches. Okay, let's get this wreckage up and over this way. Up and over the desert is what I'm trying to say there. And then we will take off and go meet up. Is this the one that I am currently focusing on? Let's double check and have a look. Yeah. This is the one. Okay, a little bit. Why are we slowing down? What's going on here? Power beam. Okay, jump to vessel. We need to do a thing. Man, that's some terrible timing right there. So for those of you that do not know, I have an instability issue with one of my smaller space stations. I was attaching stuff to it, started shaking around. It was bad times all round. Let's turn that off and let the... So I took stuff apart, and now we're trying to get this to meet up with my new space station, the bakery. Don't question my naming habits here. Let's just quickly get rid of the spam. Okay, hopefully that gets rid of it for everybody else. I'm still not sure whether reporting it like that gets rid of it. If not, could one of the mods please also get rid of it? I did report it. Okay, go. No. Go. All right, we just need to burn through this. I'm going to get rid of the maneuver node because we're just trying to increase our orbit here. Let's pull these together. Whilst other people were hungry and recommending names. I mean, I think a 4.7's pretty good. Okay, can I go to this? Get rid of that. Does this alarm have intersect planetary transfer? No. Okay, so I've got to set my own maneuver, and then can I do maneuver now? Is it there? Is that one? Does this look right? T minus 39. Yeah. Okay, we'll do with that. Power beam again. Okay, let's add that alarm. All right. So I said something about taking off with a craft. Do you remember when we were doing stuff? I don't want to. Give me that craft. It won't give me the craft. Do I have to go back? Oh no! Come on. Let me click on the spacecraft. All right, we'll go to the space center. I suppose the space center's a thing that can happen occasionally. I kind of don't like going to it too often because it takes us into like different scenes, and Kerbal seems to not like switching scenes. I mean, people breathe the term memory leak out and around. I don't know enough to say whether it is or not, but man, it does slow down as time goes on. You fly. Okay, we ready to roll? Are you ready to roll? I'm kind of ready to roll. I guess we're just going to take straight off. We're trying to rendezvous with a piece of wreckage. And if we can, we also want to try and push that wreckage out of orbit. I didn't think about that, actually. That's something I overlooked. We could have put a claw, could have put 2 claws on here. All right, we've already got it set as a target. I think I'm just going to take off with minimal throttle here. 3, 2, 1. Blast off. Now, do we actually have a craft capable of taking off here? These are questions that need to be answered, right? I immediately, like literally immediately, turn a little bit sideways so that if I do crash, I'm not slamming into my launch pad here. That would cost me money. You know, I don't think I have ever, in the history of me playing Kerbal Space Program, managed to accidentally hit the space center. I've hit it a couple of times on purpose with as big an asteroid as I can find, which is never really as big an asteroid as I would like to find. But you know, I've done that a couple. Ooh. And they're away. Will they land? Are we going to end up with some debris around the space center? That would actually be pretty cool. That would actually be pretty cool. We're quite low down to the atmosphere. At the moment, low down to the atmosphere, low down to the surface, low in the atmosphere is what I actually meant to say. But we are roughly pointing 45 degrees at roughly 10 kilometers. That is pretty good. Should have put Septrons on them. Yeah, actually, that would have little downward-facing rockets that fire it down as quick as possible, and then the parachute deploys at the last moment. Yeah, that would actually be much better. Moving around, trying to spot my target here. If I'm to be honest with you, that low G science craft is always around. We need to get that back. I feel like I should be able to see it. You know, I feel like we should be able to see it. But we can't at the moment, so we're just going to carry on flying. We are at full throttle. We're about 23 kilometers up up into the atmosphere, whichever way you want to say it. We are slowly pitching over more and more as we start building up speed, making our way to orbital velocities. Of course, being in orbit is all about going around the planet. It's not about going upwards and out into space, which is a common misconception. I do try to drive home that is not the way it works, you know. Okay, just bringing myself in line with the equator here. I'm not sure whether our target is in line with the equator, but we sure will try. Oh, look at these. They're getting close. They're getting close. Okay, these two. Let's just bring them together. We could have had a much flatter trajectory and probably done a more efficient approach. But about 3 kilometers. Can we bring that down to less than 3? Less than 3. or just under 1 kilometer. That just over 1 kilometer. Sorry, that'll do. I'll take that. I will take that. I'm going to switch my orientation here to target, and then put retrograde rather than prograde, because we will want to try and slow down as we approach our target. Who'd have thought? Who would have thought? Still kind of surprised we've not seen it. I would have thought. Let's move on up to Apple Apps, that we would have seen it at some point. Looking around, there it is. There it is. Right, we now need to wait for our craft to turn around, right? Because we, I don't know, it turns around the wrong way sometimes. Let's wait for it to spin back round. So far, we're about 50 kilometers apart from each other, but we have about a kilometer a second difference in speed. Is it going to take me 45 seconds to be able to catch up? I don't know. At what point do I want to start burning? We're about 49 seconds away from our collision point. Station Core Alpha. Wow, remember that station? There's still debris up from it. Yeah, definitely need to try and sort that out. I'm going to go now. It turns out, actually, that might be a little bit premature. We'll wait and see. I think we're going to end up with a very, very close, very close meet. It's quite unstable. No, I think we're good. What's unstable? I think everything's pretty stable. Okay, 14 kilometers and closing. Basically now, with this distance, all I'm doing is bringing down the speed. If I kind of try and bring it over sideways, maybe we can push ourselves closer than a kilometer. But actually, I can see that we're going to pass them by here, so let's burn that down. It's always just a little bit too late. Always just a little bit too late. That was my fault there, totally and utterly. How close are we going to end up passing them by? About 3 kilometers. 3 kilometers is pretty good, though. In the terms of space, that is right in the same neighborhood, so I will take it. Okay, so we're drifting roughly at the same speed and pace as our target. I'm going to turn myself sideways like this and just... Yeah, there we go. That's what I want. Moving at about 17 meters per second. It's going to take us a while to cover 4 kilometers like that. So I'm going to push up to 100 meters per second and try and swing around. Has a bit of a wobble, actually. Now that you mention it, there is a little bit of a wobble. But if I'm only controlling via the magic of the SAS, it works out fine. What I would kind of like to do is control from here. No. Alright, well, maybe at some point we can control it from there, and that will be like the center. Oh no, I carried on too long. I pressed the wrong button. I mean, I suppose from here we could just get that engineer out. You know? Hey, how you doing? No, you're a scientist. All right, that's fine. Probably just going to end up leaving this here. That's a great shame, if to be honest with you. That is a great shame. We're going this way. Let's go. Yeah. It's only mildly tumbling around uncontrollable, so that should be fine. That should be fine. I can't help noticing he's in an orange suit. I am mildly shocked by this. I thought this was reserved for the greatest of the greatest, the best of the best. Obviously, the Bay is the greatest of the greatest, the best of the best. Coming in about 11 meters per second. That's not too bad. It's turning its engine at us. Watch out. Are we going to be able to actually connect here? Maybe. It's not... Doesn't quite want to let me in. There we go. I got it. All right, cool. We good. Yo, we good. There's the wreckage. I mean, we're drifting towards it. I don't know if there's any way for me to fix this. Right, what I'm going to do now is to turn this on, and decouple. Let's just double check that I'm decoupling at the right spot. Actually, I kind of wanted to deploy. It's a good job those aren't persistent debris, right? That's a good thing there. I also want to decouple. Okay, we seem to be wobbling together. There we go. I got them free. They're free. They're loose. Can we crash into that hard enough? This one might not have any SAS control on it. Okay, I mean, that's very interesting. It's not quite what I would go for. Whilst that is free and doing its own thing, I might... Wait, first make sure we're in a stable orbit. Get some orbital parameter, 85, 83. That's good. I'm about it. That's about it. Yeah, no, we're not going to bring that one back. Mainly because it's literally got no control. So when I'm pointed in roughly the right direction to bring this guy home, we're going to burn in that direction. You know, about that way somehow. Okay, I think we coming home now. Is this back into the atmosphere? Yeah, okay. It's not quite where I would have liked to have landed, obviously. But, you know, it's a reusable system. We can tweak this. It could be better. It could be better. Oh, I tell you what. There is a problem here. Do you guys see the problem? It's a very interesting problem. And the problem I didn't think I'd ever have on a self-returning vessel. Let's close this. Let's just see how long it takes for that to become overly apparent. Turn that one. Power beam in 26 minutes. Wow, okay. That's hopefully we're going to get through the atmosphere in that amount of time. Okay, we're tumbling wildly. We are tumbling wildly. Coming down in the Badlands. That's nice. That is nice. Maybe we'll be able to fly this somewhere. Because it's got control on... Look at this back fin here. It turns when I try to do stuff. So it does actually have control. My probe core is hidden away. So hopefully it's not going to just burn up in the atmosphere and bad things happen. Hopefully it's going to be good. I have no say on which way I go in at the moment, Monkey. He's recommended, they're recommending that I go in engine first. I'd be all over that, I really would. But I don't actually have the control. I can try and turn the fins as I currently am, but all I can really do is when it swings one way or the other, try and encourage that. I mean, if we could go up and over, that would also be pretty good. Or maybe even down, maybe even biting into the atmosphere faster would be better. Because whilst we would have more heat, it might end up going slower. Or we just spin for safety. Spin for safety is always... I mean, that only really helps if we've got different things coming up to be spun. As this is just a single rod... it doesn't matter which side of the single rod we are exposing. Well, this is what we've got. Go on, you got this. You got this. I mean, I will take this nosedive. I will take this nosedive. I think it's actually the OP play. But by the same token, I will take an upender. Whatever just gets me through the plasma blackout. Because, of course, right now, no probe control. I actually don't have any control. I can't click and see what's going on or nothing. Or nothing. Yeah, you heard me. Now, hey, Jack, how you doing? Yes, indeed. I've actually done most of that coursework, mate. I've actually done most of that coursework. Good to see you, buddy. Good to say. Welcome to hour 2 of the stream. I was doing labs today, so overrun a little bit. We currently have a rocket with no parachute attached. I forgot to put the parachute on. It's a common occurrence, as we say. but that's fine. That's fine. Just driving you. I actually didn't find too bad about it. Didn't find it too bad. The worst bit is like knowing which telescopes they want us to talk about, which ones they don't. Okay, we got control again. We have got control. Let's try and get into some sort of like flight mode. It does fly like a lawn dart, but you know what? Lawn darts can fly. Lawn darts can indeed fly. Okay, I'm going to aim for the water. I'm not sure that's a great plan. And then last moment, we're going to fire up our engines. Yeah, that's totally going to work for us. We're going to fire up our engines and try and slow ourselves down. I'm expecting some serious explosions at this point. I do not feel like we're going to be able to get out of this. And maybe this small redesign is necessary. At the moment, we're actually holding pretty much stable. I'm very surprised at that. Cubic, welcome back, buddy. Welcome back. Yeah, surprised how well we're holding stable. Let's get rid of this mess. Just wanted to know how much lift we were getting off the body. It was some. Not a massive amount, but could definitely do worse. Actually, lawn darts glide. Thank you, Mark. Yes, where would I be without a well, actually? Okay, we are not. And up and over. No. Can I point retrograde? Give me that retrograde. Or just hold upright. I mean, both are good. Both are good. I had to burn my engine to try and turn around. We're now going backwards. I mean, I suppose we've done worse. No, it's not. The view to light rate. What is my view to light ratio right now? Oh, we're about half, which I've got to say for everybody that, well, Windows noises. For normal, like I expect about 10%. But you know what? You streamers, you're pretty good, right? Most people are pretty solid at getting those likes in when it gets mentioned. Oh, come on. Let's get my nose up. No, that's it. That's the last of the fuel. We're going down hard. It's a water landing, guys. We're about a kilometre off the floor right now. I'm going to try and keep my nose up, though. We have got a downwards velocity of about 100 metres per second. That's pretty fast. I don't know if you guys are aware quite how fast 100 metres per second is. 10 metres per second is something like 40 miles per hour, something like that. I can't remember exactly. There were no survivors. Thankfully, it's all robots today. It's all robots. Okay, tracking station. We've got a maneuver to perform. We are moving things from one space station to another space. How many missions do I have on the go right now? It's a couple. If you have amazing R&D, you could probably land. I'm not sure that there's a great deal of RNG in the landing process. I'm not sure how deterministic it is, whether they give you a random wobble or not. Is that a thing? Alright, well, so this is where we go. Oh, no, that's Wheeloo. Where's my tool space station? Did we not put it that high? We didn't. I still need to rename this. Let's go rename the bakery. It's been down as a ship for a while now, and you know what? We could really do with it being down as a space station. It makes no difference to the game what we've got it classified as. But do you know what? I like to be able to see at a glance. Can we get a 1-to-1 like to view ratio? Oh, you know what? I'm not sure. I think it could possibly happen. I mean, we've lost a viewer, so maybe. So here's the bakery. Hello, it's my ring station. This is what we're doing here. Can I rename it from here? Does this class as a control point. No, this one does though, right? Rename that vessel. I don't even want to rename it. I just want to click that button right there. So now when I hit the map, it looks like a space station instead of like the ships that all the others look like. Okay, bakery relay. Is this another piece of space junk that I've got up here? I think maybe not next week, maybe not the week after, but at some point we're going to have to do the great de-junkening, where we go round and we just kind of get things to deorbit. Are you alive? You've got a tiny bit of fuel. You've got control. Okay, I don't know why this is just here. Can we Apple Apps, add maneuver, bring you home? We can totally bring this home. If we're good, we could bring it home to the space station, to the Kerbal Space Center. Honestly, I don't think we're that good, but we're gonna give it a go. Not the docking mode, this one. Maneuver node, maneuver. Let's use the graphical interface of clickety clicks. Okay, that's too much. Bring it down. Okay, something like that. Let's go with that. Thanks, Mark. I will totally get that guy out and be gone with you. Oh, you can report it afterwards. Okay, that's good. Oh, Landstrider, how you doing, buddy? We were just talking about the quality of my view to like ratio. Perhaps you, my friend, could add to the view to like ratio. How you doing, mate? You having a good time? I'm having an excellent time. We weren't meant to be deorbiting some space junk. In fact, we're making a maneuver to get something from my last space station to my newest space station, because my last space station was having some stability issues. Things were starting to shake around and we were having not bad times, but we're having some pretty interesting times, some pretty unstable times. Can I get us pointed in that direction? And Dr. Captain Subs, how you doing, mate? How are you doing? Hope you have a good time, mate. Oh, it's good to see you, mate. It's really good to see you. It's been some time. I am currently... Well, we're currently deorbiting a bit of space junk. This is a small aside. I do apologise about it. Well, I say apologise. We're about to watch something burn up in the atmosphere, or at least put it on a collision course with the atmosphere, and if we're lucky, we'll be able to make sure everything lines up. I'm a little bit interested to see... Oh, it actually already is in the atmosphere. We just haven't watched it go through. Okay, I'm going to put an alarm up. We're going to create the alarm of this maneuver, sorry. I'm going to which one was this? This was bakery... It says bakery relay, but it was bakery lift. This guy totally, like... was our lifting stage, right? Yeah, look at this. This is our lifting stage. Let's get down and into here. Rename. There we go. Alright, that's good. Power beam, 10 minutes. Let's switch to that craft and go do it. We have achieved 1-to-1 Unity. We're over 1-to-1 now. Someone there. Unity is ours. We have arrived at 11 views and 11 likes. Thank you very much, guys. Actually, legitimately, thank you very much. When we're doing this, it is a little bit of a fun. I don't care that much about my like ratio, but YouTube does. And it does actually make me feel great. So that's. Yeah, thanks. To pierce that veil of All right, we're going to jump on up here. I don't know how close we want... Why is the time warp cancelled? Stop. Is the other guy also about to... Oh, it's this that's about to try and cancel me. Never mind. The alarm that I set to make sure that I didn't skip this particular part... Is it because we're on the dark side? We got 0 electric charge here. Oh no. How are you not? We're going to miss it. Oh no, we're going to miss it. Oh, we're going to totally miss it. What about this side? Can we do a thing? Oh, we don't have probe control, guys. There's no sun. The sun is a lie. But there it is. There it is. I can only watch till 4. I have no idea what time 4 EST is, mate. But honestly, I am actually over time. It's only because I started a little bit late that we are here. Okay, target. What do you mean I'm still control locked? I'm not still control locked. How dare you? Okay, we got some good times here. I'm going to try and slow us down. And then if possible, I'm going to wait. Using the power of this is the most majestic camera angle, by the way. But using the power of knowing which way things blow, I am going to try and match up our velocities here. I missed last week's because you're at the far, dude. As always, real life comes before random entertainment, which thankfully, like my boy Jack was telling me just a second ago, someone I know from uni, that I've got some coursework to get on with. So once we brought these guys together here, and maybe gone round and deorbit, maybe the deorbit the bakery lift will be the last thing we do. I'm not sure whether we're gonna have. Yeah, no, we're gonna have the fuel. There was a moment there where I wasn't sure, but actually no, we're totally going to make it. Okay, maybe we want to time warp here. Thankfully, so the assignment that I need to do, I mean, it's not the easiest thing in the world. It's read an actual science paper and answer some actual questions on it. About the discovery of an FRB back in 2016, the fast radio bursts, which I think we now know what the fast radio bursts are, or at least we now know that there's 2 classes of fast radio bursts. But the paper that I'm reading, that they didn't know when, where, what, where, or how, and they were trying to identify the source that it came from, and we're asked to identify like the telescopes that's been used and what the dispersion measure is, which is like, I'm not even gonna all right, so you get a whole like a burst of burst of light, right? And light comes in all sorts of wavelengths, from like radio to gamma rays. But through that, you'll go through blue to red, right? Or red to blue, whichever way around you want to do it. And if you were to release a blast of all of those frequencies together, just off it goes. And it drifts through the vastness of the cosmos. This one had been drifting since time. It's redshift 05, which is something like 2.5 to 3 billion years ago. No, even more than that. Lots more than that. Like 10 billion years ago. Turn SAS probe off when going to the thing. Okay. Good shout. Okay, so you send out this blast of full frequency spectrum, right? The whole thing goes. And the stuff with the lower wavelength has less energy, so it can't blast through the stuff in the universe as well as the high energy stuff, like the blue stuff. The red stuff gets slowed down by the plasma. It's not quite like, it doesn't quite get slowed down. It's not like dragging onto it. There's all sorts of horrific interactions that happen that is just way above the maths that I've learned, But the easy way to think about it is when it travels through space, there's a bunch of stuff that it bounces off of, and the lower energy or the longer wavelength stuff bounces off of more than the shorter, higher energy stuff. And that's basically it. That's one of the things we have to talk about is how does that work? The people in the paper break it down in a lot more detail. They're like, this is the contribution from the Milky Way, and this is from the dark matter halo, and this is from the intergalactic medium, and this is from the source. And actually, we're trying to nail down the intergalactic medium number because nobody's really interested in FRBs for them themselves. I mean, all right, I say nobody. So nobody's really strong. A lot of people are. But that you can also use these high high intensity energy sources out in the middle of nowhere for other things, because how do we know anything about anything? We shine light on it, through it. That's the only way we can do stuff. We can't reach out and touch stuff, and we've only just got gravitational waves. So it's amazing how much we do just from what does this big ball of light tell us. We should definitely be doing this faster. So these FRBs are mostly picked up by radio telescopes. If you're interested in the 5 and the 7.5 gigahertz range, I wasn't interested either, but I had to learn anyway. Can we go up, please? But then, of course, so you've just got this blast of energy, right? You got, oh, what's this? Something has come in, and there's a lot of noise, right? Or a lot of light. That then triggers a whole cascade of other scientists to go like, all right, we want to know what that is. So you've got this big old radio source, and then you've got to figure out what telescopes are even on the right point on the planet to look in the right direction. And if not, you've got to wait for the planet to turn around and point the telescope at it. So this paper in 2016, they had to wait 2 hours for another telescope to turn around and look at it. And so when they were trying to figure out what it was in the optical, like looking out there and being like, what is this thing? Let's try and find it. They found 2 things that it could have been. One of which was previously known, so it's probably not the new thing, right? And one of them is, whenever I go off on science rants, the likes go up. It's great. And one of them was this new thing from most of the way across the galaxy. So most of the way across the universe. Big difference. Big difference. Can we go faster? Ooh. Are we going too fast? No, we're alright. Why is this spinning me round? It's horrific. It's because it's trying to point me at that vector instead. What if I don't want to point that way? What if I just want to point looking this way? What else do they then ask us? So that's dispersion measurement. I should actually open up my thing and have a look. Who wants to bet that I'm going to run out of fuel just as I get there? I'm starting to think that's a pretty high possibility. Yeah, I think that's probably the thing I took away most from that paper was the wait for the telescopes to turn around and look. This thing happens over milliseconds. Like it's short. It's real short. They give you a precise time by UTC with like 0.7 seconds on it. And then you got to wait 2 hours. 2 hours for another telescope to point. Also, look at that braking. Oh yeah. All right, that's what I'm talking about. Okay, this needs to stop. You need to stop. Yeah, there we go. All right, we got a satellite, and we've got. I mean, honestly, I don't think this was needed out here. Maybe we'll bring an engineer around at some point to attach some more docking ports. But yeah, I think that's the thing that got me was just how long it took for things to measure this event that happened in flash of an eye. But then, of course, like nothing happens just in a flash of the eye. Like most of these things are huge, like huge beyond what we can imagine huge, which means it takes time for them to like cool down and stuff like that. So if you very rarely, unless it's something humans have made, get something that can release a lot of energy, but only do it in a very narrow band of stuff, right? Like if you've got a lot of light, you've probably got a lot of heat as well, all right? That's massive oversimplification, but like that's the way I've been thinking about it. Sorry, I'm just trying to like orientate myself in space here and think about how to get on with this docking. Boom. And so you can have a look in infrared cameras and see if you can spot a glowing thing. So that's what they've been trying to do with the FRBs over the past sort of decade or so. Gamma ray bursts, FRBs, you know, all the fun stuff that we don't actually know what it is. I mean, technically, I'm going to say a very dangerous thing for a science communicator to say here because, like, all sorts of flat earthers or whatever can latch on it. But almost anything in space, it's very hard to have proved anything, you know? Like, inside the solar system is one thing, but when you get out... Man, that's kind of bad, isn't it? But when you get out beyond the solar system, like what's even going on out there? How do we know? Well, we just bounce some light off it. We just bounce some light off it, and we hope that our inference. I say I hope, like these guys have put a lot of thought into it. Switch 2. That these inferences actually like mean the things that we think they mean. And like, wow, when you go do a physics degree or whatever degree you really like to do that's got the sciences behind it, like they take you by the hand, they lead you down the garden path that shows you all the steps that means these things have to be inevitable. I'm just gonna walk around to the other side, and like You kind of have to believe in the science. You know, you don't have to believe. You are shown the proof. And there's a lot of times where you are shown the difference between the theory and the physical as well. And it's very rarely that there is actually a difference that can't be explained through, you know, this is a human making a measurement that's going to be a bit of a wobble, you know, stuff like that. Yeah, but we haven't been to it. We haven't been to a star that isn't the sun. You know what I'm saying? We have no idea what any of the stars that aren't the sun are doing. Hey Swerp, I am indeed also sorry you're late because this is the last deorbit of the episode of the stream. We're gonna watch this guy crash into the atmosphere close to we'll call it close to 2.5 kilometers per second here. This is going to be getting through they are. I mean, are they? Or are we all just hallucinating these lights at the edge of our vision? You know, who knows? I mean, yeah, we're fairly sure stars exist. Fairly sure that most of them are like the sun. In fact, most of them are smaller than the sun. We haven't been to the Parker Solar Probe and such forth would be would disagree. But yeah, Ben, I'm on line with your line of thinking here. It is indeed like we haven't really been to the sun. We've just been able to make finer resolution measurements of it. You know, there is definitely a school of thought that says we are inside the sun. You know, where do you draw the boundary? Actually, that is a question to everyone out there. Right now, without giving any thought, no Google search, whatever, where is the edge of the sun for you? You know, where do you think the sun stops? Is it like when you look at a sunset, you can see the edge of the blue, of the yellow? Is that it? I mean, yeah. It's going to be funny when we find out the Big Bang was just a high dimension realm dump in their waste into the lower dimension. Maybe it was a bunch of heat just escaping, right? Could be. My personal favourite. This takes a little bit of setup here, so settle yourself in, guys. I'll tell you about the almighty AI overlords. So imagine humans live into the future, and when I say humans, we could easily see any intelligent civilization makes it through to the end of time. You did indeed just get here for the end of the end, Cyber Otaku. Well done. So yeah, we've got an intelligent species. Let's say in the previous universe, right? Then they get to the end of time and they build something that surpasses biology. I think this is just almost a thing that can always be guaranteed. So they've got these big thinking machines sat around the black holes at the end of the universe, right? There's no stars left. Everything's going cold. The entropy of the universe is wearing down, and these intelligent critters are like, oh beep, what are we going to do about this? We're going to die soon because we can't even collect the energy to keep our thought processes running, right? That is something that is going to face every intelligent civilization at the end of every universe, right? That's something that's just going to... Heat death is coming, guys. Heat death is coming. But you've got a theory that maybe the next universe is coming afterwards, that there's some sort of conformal flip, or maybe inflation comes through and starts everything, or a quantum jump, which means that maybe you could influence that in the future in some way. There will be no passing of actual matter through the barrier, but maybe you can influence the matter densities and stuff like that, and then maybe, just maybe, you could set it up in such a way that the AIs from the last universe will set up an inevitable chain of events that lead to the recreation of themselves to then recreate their own civilization from last time. Anyway, so they're the gods I worship. If you're going to argue where does the Earth stop? This is true, dude. I am all about it. Like, really, where does any of these things that we classify as things come to an end? I don't know. Like, so, even like you say, where does Ben stop? Where does Twitchi stop? Does the fact that I am projecting my voice over the internet towards you guys mean that I stop at the speaker? Is that a thing that could even happen? We're definitely going to hit the ground pretty hard here. Yeah, like, my thoughts are definitely going out beyond my physical boundaries. Boom. And with that philosophical quandary, I'm going to say thank you very much for joining me for this adventure, ladies and gentlemen. I will see you guys next Tuesday. Probably late to get started with again because labs is getting difficult, would you know? I will be going around. We've got all these things. We've got all these things over here that we're trying to deal with. We're sending Weelu to Elu. We're coming home from Eve. We're going to Dres. We've got some ghillie stuff on the go. We've got an asteroid that we want to bring home. But I will see you then when we're going to do that. Bye.